Hi, this is Chantel Hines with the Hines Team at Keller Williams Lakeside in southeastern Michigan, the Great Lakes state. We cover pretty much all of southeastern Michigan, which is about 20 minutes to 40 minutes outside of Detroit. And we specialize in investment properties, waterfront properties, and then resale as a whole. I wanted to start with why Michigan. Some of you are in areas and states that have beautiful dry weather all year round. But I really think that the four seasons of Michigan really make it stand out and really make Michigan a special place. So aside from the four seasons, we've got the Great Lakes, which you can't compete with. Lake St. Clair is not a Great Lake, but it is my favorite of the Great Lakes. So we've also got Lake St. Clair, which is a very, very popular lake to live on. It's an all-sports lake, and it's one that I personally specialize in selling real estate on. We have amazing summers, which coupled with our Great Lakes is heaven. Skiing, snowmobiling, fishing, hiking, hunting, and of course music, Detroit Rock City. So we've got a vast variety of music, really any genre or anything you like. So just some reasons to travel to, buy real estate in, or really research Michigan. If you've got questions or you want me to point you in a direction on whether travel or real estate, I would love to connect with you. Instagram is Chantel Hines. Shoot me an email, chantel@hinesrealestateteam.com, or message or comment on this. I'll make sure to answer. Michigan also has a lot to offer as far as real estate goes. We have a vast variety of, an abundance of land to purchase. Vacant land goes for around between $4,000 and $6,000 per acre, depending on where you are, whether it's it's got city hookup, city electrical, if it's wooded, farmed, that ranges a lot, but I'd say on average between $4,000 and $6,000 per acre. And then, we've got larger parcels that investors and developers are buying up like candy right now because of the inventory shortage. Like I'm sure many other realtors on here will be talking about across the country, we are seeing an all-time low inventory rate, and there's way more buyers than sellers. So builders, developers are really stepping up their game, even with the cost of material and lumber going up so high at the end of 2020. We really haven't seen our builders skip a beat. They're still pushing along to get these houses out. They're selling on average for about $400,000 in my area. So that's, a 3,000 square foot house, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom with a basement and a garage, attached garage. The trend for new construction is 2 to 3 car garage attached. So they're selling for, I'd say on average, $400,000. There are some that are a little less. There are some that are significantly more, just depending on the finishes and the area you're looking in. We also have areas of Michigan, primarily Macomb and Oakland County, where you can buy investment houses. And I work with a lot of out-of-state and international investors who are buying in this area because you can buy houses for around $30,000 to $70,000, do very little after closing, and then rent those houses for between $1,000 and $1,200 a month, and really see the profit there. So we have those properties as well in our area. If you want more information on that, again, comment or shoot me a message directly. I'd love to answer those questions. Airbnb is also becoming a common trend. I think it was more popular in other states first. The typical tourist areas like Florida, California, New York. But now Michigan's starting to, we have been doing it for a few years, but it's really starting to become more common. I have more clients looking to do that, as well as maybe they're doing it part Airbnb, part family cottage, whatever. But with our Great Lakes, and I think COVID has really brought that to a head as well, because, we were under rules that we couldn't travel outside of the state for so long. People really started to see what Michigan has to offer, from Tequamanon Falls all the way at the UP down to Lake St. Clair, like I said, where I am, or St. Joseph on the, Chicago area side. We really have an abundance of really amazing things to see. So you could buy waterfront and then do Airbnb. I just rented over the Thanksgiving holiday one that was like in the middle of a forest with really great hiking trails and some historic lost cities that was really cool to explore. And then, of course, kids love being in the forest and hiking and finding sticks and stuff like that. So, I mean, we have a lot of cheaper land or houses you can Airbnb. And when I say cheap, I mean cheap compared to some of the expenses or the costs of houses internationally or globally. So I'd say the Airbnb I stayed at over the winter was about $200,000, and they're Airbnb-ing it, and they've been booked for months solid. And that was in the Upper Peninsula. So if you buy something waterfront that's larger, in the more suburban areas, it's going to be more. But I want to move on to Detroit. Everyone asks this question when I travel. This is probably the number one question I get asked, even aside from being a realtor, is what's Detroit like? How's Detroit? How's the market? How are things? Is it like 8 Mile, the movie? And the answer is no, it's really not anymore. I mean, there were times when Detroit was struggling for sure, but it is really in the middle of a revitalization, and there's big players, big politicians that are involved in pouring money into the city and building arenas and restaurants and hotels. There's a Shinola Hotel that just went in downtown, the new Little Caesars Arena. There's outdoor entertainment space right now that's very popular. There's, new houses going in right in the very center of Detroit. The revitalization is really working from the center and moving its way out. So we saw Little Caesars go in, and then a bunch of other hotels and restaurants. There's a really cool shipping container restaurant downtown right now. It's about 2 years old. That's got great food and just a really cool atmosphere. And then it's moving its way outward to the suburban areas of Detroit. Detroit's a huge city, so it's taking some time. You're seeing these old abandoned houses being torn down, and really beautiful homes are going in, new construction homes, as well as tiny homes. We're seeing neighborhoods of tiny houses going in, which is really cool because you see that on HGTV, but then you can see it locally as well. And people are buying them up. Like, that is the trend. And I love it. It's cute. And then there's some areas where the city itself bought these vacant properties or these abandoned houses, tore them down, and they're leaving it as green space, which I love because that is something the city as a whole, the industrial city, really lacked in its heyday. So seeing some of these green spaces just left alone is a beautiful thing. So aside from Detroit, like moving back out to the suburbs, southeastern Michigan as a whole, it really varies as far as what we sell. So they're, like I said, $30,000 properties to $10 million properties. I just checked before jumping on, and the highest price point listing in our MLS right now is $10.5 million. And that's in Bloomfield Township, which is in Oakland County, still in southeastern Michigan. Oakland County is about 25 minutes, if that, maybe 15 minutes outside of Detroit. It's right up Woodward. So Bloomfield Township is one of the prestigious areas in Michigan, or in southeastern Michigan. And it's a 15,000 square foot house with 6 bedrooms, 8.5 or 8.2 bathrooms on 1.2 acres. So $10.5 million will get you that in Michigan. But on average, what we're selling and the average home in the area, I'd say is $250,000, much more affordable for the average person. And then it's about 2,000 square feet and 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. That's the average that we're selling. If you look at each agent on my team's average sale price, that's what it would be at, around $250,000. And like I said, that's in the surrounding Detroit area. We tend to work a little north of Detroit, so the southeastern Michigan, more towards the Thumb area. If you're interested at all in Michigan and learning anything, I love to connect with people. So I would love to hear from you outside from real estate. If you're interested in buying real estate, that's awesome. But even if you're just wondering what Michigan offers, or, a good travel place, a good picnic place, a good camping or RV resort, I'd love to connect. Like I said, Instagram, Chantel Hines. My email address is chantel@hinesrealestateteam.com, or post a comment and I will be sure to answer it. I hope everyone enjoys this and have a great day.